All right, guys, so one season with the Lone Wolf Custom Gear .75. Buyer's remorse, or would I buy it again? Stay tuned, find out. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in to Hunt Ready. As you see in there in the intro, what's my opinion on the .75? Well, I'm sure you guys have seen some of my other videos on this thing, but yes, I think it is an excellent purchase. Definitely zero regrets on buying this stand and going with this stand. It's been just an excellent, great stand for me. It's super light, and when you tow hook this in and bite the tree with this thing, I only use the one cam strap. It just locks in rock solid. I never had any issues with this in any tree, and I got it into some pretty sketchy trees that I would have never got any other stand in. You know, the old style hang-ons. Like I said, it's just a well built stand. It's well thought out. You know, they've got all these little tie-offs in here, you know, for strapping sticks to it or your pack to it or whatever. I mean, all the way up to, like, you know, we know that you can make a shelf out of the seat. They even got they even have cutouts in the stand right here to put your cables in. And maybe that's for their own Lone Wolf branded steps to get that out of the way. I don't know how flush those sit with the platform, but I use the Beast Gear steps with mine. But still, when I packed it up, I like to tuck those cables into there. And their stands are made to support their add-ons, and the Sidekick bow holder on here is definitely something. If you're buying a Lone Wolf stand, go ahead and just order the Sidekick. This is the standard one. They make an extended, and this worked out pretty good, but I'm probably going to mess around. I'll probably pick up an extended and run that. So definitely pick up a bow holder. You can see how I have this mounted. I think a lot of guys mount it differently, but I mounted it to the top of the platform here. I originally had it on the bottom, and then this arm here sticks out, and when I would go to throw this stand on my back with the shoulder straps were always getting hung up on that. So I moved it up here, and as you can see, when you fold that in, it's the top arm's flush with the top of the platform, and this bottom one sits right flush with the bottom. So that works out good, and that'll change for whatever spacers you guys run. This one's got 4 spacers in here, and that just makes it perfect. That worked out good for my bow. I've got an old Matthews Creed, so one of the upgrades that Lone Wolf is doing this year is upgraded shoulder straps with the load lifters, and that's the only thing I'm going to upgrade on this stand is the shoulder straps. Otherwise, I mean, I have an XOP Vanish that I also hunted out of. I used it more as a pre-hung, a preset stand in certain spots. So both of these are the first time I've hunted out of like a one-piece stand. I've always hunted out of the welded metal with the mesh welded onto the top for the platform. And coming from that, going to this type of stand, it is amazing how much more quiet these stands are. both the stands, the XOP and this one, but this video is focusing only on the Lone Wolf. But I did have some comparisons, is why I mentioned it. But this type of stand is just 100% quiet. There was zero noise from this stand, and you know, sitting down to standing up, that transition is always when you know, a stand would pop or make some kind of noise for me. Even ladder stands, they're just noisy, and you know, a lot of times when I have a deer within range, I like to stand up and then to take the shot. So you're standing up at really a time where you need dead quiet, and this stand is absolutely dead quiet. They make several different size options. I went with a 0.75. That was the new model this year, and for me, worked out excellent. And this is the standard height seat post. I'm 5'9". I wear about a 9.5 size boot. I had plenty of room on the platform. The seat post was perfect for me, the size of it, and so I didn't upgrade anything on that. They also have a mesh seat, which I sat on one at the road show. I personally did not like the mesh seat. When I was sitting in it, you could feel the back bar where it mounts to the platform here, and so you kind of had to like slouch. I felt like I was slouching in it to get to where I didn't feel that on my lower back there. So I went with just the standard seat. Super happy with it. Plenty of comfort for, I mean, I sat in it for 6 hours one time, and no issues at all. So they, you know, if you don't know, Lone Wolf is an American company. Their stands are made here in the United States. I don't know if you can see that on there. The glare is kind of on it, but the stamped right there. That brings me to like the fit and finish of this stand. I mean, it's just, the fit and finish of this thing is just amazing. The detail they took into this, the pride in their work, you know, ultimately it's just a tree stand, but they really took pride in it, making this and designing it, and I'm happy to run it. So on the bottom, I've just got it's an XPac small belt pouch from Kifaru. This XPac material, pretty noisy when it gets really, really cold. So I'm probably gonna change this out to something else. But if you're not real familiar with the Lone Wolf also, and several other stands have this, but everything's adjustable on here. You can level your platform with this part here. You can move this up and down on there, and plenty of adjustability there. And then the seat, you can level that off or put it to however high you want it with this bolt. And another good thing about this thing is it really stays how you put it. What I mean by that is, like, if I put the seat up when I'm in the tree trying to hang it, it's not flopping around. The main seat post here, I mean, you can see sitting on the bench right there, it'll stay up. And that's really helpful when you're putting up the stand. So, and then, like I said, it's just super, super light. And just, I don't know what the specs are for weight, but it's incredibly light. So running around with it with just the shoulder straps, no waist belt, was just fine. When I upgrade the straps with the load lifter straps, I'm gonna put a waist belt on it, or at least have the waist belt that I can attach, because ultimately I want to be able to pack out a deer on this stand without having to use like a frame pack. So that's going to be my goal this year, is hopefully tag something here on public ground in Illinois. So or maybe one of the other states I plan on hunting this year. So first year trial run, like I said, definitely love this purchase. I would buy another one if I had to, but don't need two of them. Not out of the question to try one of the other sizes, but and then, you know, this thing is just so well built that, you know, you'll be able to pass this down. My kids will be hunting out of this. Their kids could be hunting out of this thing. It's just that well done. So the DeQuistos, you guys knocked it out of the park with these stands. So thanks, guys. Check them out, Lone Wolf Custom Gear. I'm not sponsored by them or any. This is just my honest review. My money went into this stand, and I would definitely buy another one. So thanks, guys. Check them out. We'll see you on the next one.